Okay, this is not my normal sort of, YouTube video. I'm not doing skating right now because my board can't be skated right now. But I just picked this up, Absolute Superman, from DC's new Absolute Universe whole thing that they're doing. And that is peak right there. Now, okay, I'm a person who comes from reading high fantasy and just these thick just tomes of just walls of text and thousands of pages. I'm used to that, so it was a little bit weird whenever I got it because it was oh, that's so thin, that's so small. How am I gonna read all that? I am going to read all that today, which I did. I finished it in 30 minutes, but it was so good. And so I'm gonna dissect what I loved about that. There are gonna be spoilers. Keep that in mind. If you don't want to do that, just leave a like and comment and then go away, which completely understandable. Go read it for yourself. It is so worth it. For a basic background, the Absolute DC universe is basically where the superheroes are the underdogs and they're kind of less powerful, or they don't have the advantages. So for Absolute Batman, he's not a billionaire. He doesn't have Alfred. He had to make his own stuff through his own and they also grew up in a bitter world. So for Absolute Superman, he was born on Krypton as normal, and he has his family and everything. But it wasn't he was sent as a baby. He was sent over as a 12-year-old for a year and 6 months, 17 months, year and 5 months. And so right here he says 9 million light years from Krypton. And remind me, Soul, how many habitable worlds have we found? Soul responds, Cal, I do not understand. You know the answer to, and he screams, how many? 0, Cal. The answer is 0. We have yet to encounter a single planet capable of sustaining life. And so they're in our solar system with Earth nearby. And so he goes, Soul, there's nothing out here. Krypton was all there was. Our one chance and we blew it. And I think I don't want to do this anymore. You can keep going if you want, but just let me out. Soul responds, I do not comprehend. You realize you could not survive outside without my protection. It's okay, Soul. You did your best. Don't worry about me. Just drop me off here, right in that big yellow sun. So it's you can see the actual hurt and the pain. That was actually something that I didn't like about the golden age of superheroes and Superman. He was he could not be hurt. And obviously he's not human, he's an alien, but he wasn't relatable, which I guess that was needed because the comic book right here, this one, that's 1940s, that's middle of World War II. And so, obviously they're not going to have someone who can hurt because they need a beacon of hope. Someone who, perfect man, perfect guy, beacon of hope, there's actually someone out there. But that's not what we need right now. It was perfect for the time. But what we need right now is someone who's actually relatable and fun to read, where it's actually a relatable book. Another thing I really liked about it was Superman's basically just narrating the whole thing. There's this, and it also goes from backstory to normal time. Soul says, Cal, I don't understand. As I told you, I was close to uncovering the location of. Superman says, forget Smith. I don't want to know where he's hiding. Because if I know, I'm afraid of Lazarus. Given what I've learned about Brainiac, I can promise you fear is warranted. No, if I get my hands on Smith, I'm afraid of what I might do to him. Right now, I just need to be alone. And mostly, right now, I need to be reminded of home. And so you can really see the relatability of him there. Yes, he's a superhero, and of course you're not going to get your family taken from you. That's like, if that does happen, I'm really sorry. That sucks. But that's not the point. The point is, he's not like Mr. Perfect who says don't do drugs and drink your milk. And punches bad guys, and it's a clean ending. He's actually he gets hurt. He has issues. He's not perfect, and he's not the perfect savior for everyone. He has his own issues. Like in this, I'm pretty sure he's 19. He's 19 and he's dealing with all this. That's pretty crazy. It's really cool how it goes from being normal now to 6 years ago. And I think that's really cool. And it also gives us a lot more background on the story of Krypton and what happened and all of that cool stuff that I think was missing from the one Superman movie I watched. One of the coolest things I really liked was the whole integration, the whole AI thing, where the Krypton AI, I forgot what it was called. I'll put it in there once I find it. The Krypton AI, Superman didn't Kal-El didn't like to use it because he liked to write for himself. He liked to use his own words. And so, along with the Brainiac for the whole the Lazarus Corporation. And so that's kind of it kind of brings it into nowadays, where everyone's using AI, and it gets to a point where it's it's better to read someone else's words and your own words than something that's generated by AI. Don't get me wrong, AI is really helpful in tons of things. It helps me organize my thoughts, organize even my video ideas. My video ideas don't come from AI, but the kind of formatting and all that. That's actually why I don't do a lot of long form videos, is because the formatting takes so long and so difficult. I don't have time for that. Or I do have time for that, I'm just too lazy to do that. And so, that sort of thing, the whole AI thing, they've become so dependent on AI, it's so out of place to have, writing your own stuff. In fact, in this, Kal-El actually gets in trouble at school repetitively because he's not using generative text, he's using his own words, which also in their corrupt society could also show how they're kind of suppressing their own other people's speech. It's pretty interesting if you really just think about it way too much and way more than you should. This is just a comic book that was made for kids. I really enjoyed it. I also like how Superman had limits. From what I told you earlier about the whole Peacemaker Smith whatever, it shows it's not ruthless Superman beats the crap out of bad guys because he's an underdog and also gets beat up. No, it's the same Superman at heart, just different circumstances. And I think that's what's really powerful in there. It actually talks about he's extremely powerful. You're gonna have trouble apprehending him, but he's never killed anyone. His body count is at a fat 0, which that keeps the morals of the same 1940s savior, but it gives it a better more relatable light. It makes it actually more powerful because with the 1940s Superman, he's just he's Superman. He can do whatever he wants, and he's if you look at it, it's obvious that he's gonna be the big good guy on his hips, and he's saying don't do drugs and don't kill people and that sort of stuff, and he doesn't kill for himself. and it's very clean, and he never gets hurt. It's more relatable and more cool whenever, you know, the person like the one in the Absolute Superman, he gets beat down, he gets captured, he gets outsmarted, and yet, even through all that, through his hurt, through his pain, he chooses to have mercy, and he chooses to stay the course of the morals with Superman. That's what separates this Kal-El to the Superman from the 1940s. Overall, I really enjoyed this. I think the one thing that I didn't like, which is more of a me thing, since I don't read comics, the most like superhero thing, I've always loved superheroes, but the most superhero thing that I've watched is Young Justice. Like, I've watched it all the way through. It's really awesome. Go check it out. You should. But it's very like, it's extremely fast paced. Like, it was like a wow whenever I finished. And that's my one thing, but also I'm used to like these heavy tones where every arc, like every like small moment gets like 3 pages. And so I think that's just a me thing. But yeah, go ahead, like, subscribe, go check this out. I absolutely recommend this. This is a wonderful, 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 wonderful like comic book. Please go check it out. It's so good. I hope you like this sort of video, my rant style video. I've been wanting to do one like this, and I have an excuse now that my board's unskatable. So let me know if you want to see more of these, if you want me to unpack more because inevitably I'm going to continue reading these and the other ones from the Absolute Universe. So please let me know if you want to see that. If not, that's cool too. I'll probably end up going back to my other style of video. And so, yeah.